Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what I think is the best and worst palettes between the three major Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. The Subculture, Modern Renaissance and the Master Palette by Mario. So I do believe that Anastasia has brought out a palette in the past, no longer available. I've honestly never even seen what it looks like. It must have been way before my time, way before I even cared about makeup, so I won't be talking about that, but I do have the three major ones that are released within the past 12 months. My cat's being annoying again. Gatsby, please stop. If you're interested in hearing what I think about these three palettes compared to each other, please just keep on watching.
I'm a heart of dust. It's been too long, it's all turned to dust.
So I received the Subculture palette in the mail about a week ago now. I've used it pretty much every day since then, so I feel as though I do have a pretty good understanding about the shades and how they work, and I can give a pretty solid review about what I think about them. So I did purchase them with my own money, so obviously I have like 2 subscribers. This is definitely not sponsored and I haven't been sent this by the brand. So there's nothing in it for me to not give an honest review. So honestly, I think it is a beautiful palette. The colours are amazing. It's like no other palette I've ever seen. However, there are flaws. So if you would have watched my previous video, which would be up by now, which I literally just filmed, is the 3 looks with one palette, with this one. So honestly, I watched a shit ton of reviews before I went and bought this, and I thought that it was just a lot of clickbait, but there is a lot of truth in what people are saying. It is not an easy palette to work with. I have done everyday looks, I have done winged eyeliner look, I've done glam looks. My favourite shades are Roxy, Adorn, Fudge, maybe, Dawn. Cube is beautiful for the inner corner, and I do like the 2 yellows. So this is definitely more of like an orange mustard, and this is just mustard, I'd say. So I actually haven't used all of the shades. I haven't used Destiny, Mercury, Rowdy, Axis, but I've used the rest. I did want to do more of a green look, but after my first look that I did in the last video, I was a little bit scared about the crazy one, so I thought I'd kind of stick to something that I felt comfortable doing. Shades that I don't really like, or the shades that didn't work the best for me, it is a little bit disappointing because these are the shades that I really loved the idea of. When I saw the brand talking about them, when I saw them using them, I was like, yes, those are the colours that I want out of this palette, that I want to be able to use. So they are All Star and Electric. All Star in the pan, it looks burgundy, right? When you put it on your eyes, and if you would have seen in my tutorial video, is that it ended up coming out like purple, which is kind of screwed up the look I was going for. I did kind of end up liking it anyway, but it definitely doesn't look anything like what it does in pan. Kind of hard to blend out, so if you put it in one place, you just have to do a tiny bit and then blend. Electric, that was just like the weirdest shade, so I thought it would make a cute topper. So like if I put down, say like Edge or something, and then put Electric on top, because it was like a yellowy duochrome color, I thought it would have added a really cool dynamic, but it was really patchy. I wet the brush and it made it worse, so I probably won't be dipping into that one again. Overall, I do like the palette. Is it the best? No. Is it the worst thing that I've ever used? No, but it's probably the hardest. So if you're an amateur like me, I suggest picking it up, honestly, because I feel like it does test your abilities in a way, and I feel like with even pros, obviously it was testing them because a lot of them couldn't use it, that's what I saw. But I think there is a lot of truth in what Anastasia was trying to say. If you watch her Snapchat about, really understand what the vision was. When they saw this, they thought it was just going to be the same formula as Modern Renaissance, and that's not the case. They wanted to challenge people, and that's definitely what they've done. And I hope people don't give up on this, because I'm not going to, and I really like it. Modern Renaissance is well loved, but like it looks dirty and stuff, but honestly the shades look barely dipped into, and I've been using this non-stop I use it almost every day. I dip into at least one shade, and it's a beautiful palette. I think it's the best out of all of them. It's the most usable, it's got the most variety. Oh, honestly, if Subculture had the same formula as Modern Renaissance, I'd probably be saying that one was my favourite, because I think that one has more variety. Because whenever I see this, I look straight at the pinks and the oranges, and that's always what I end up coming out with, even though I'm like, I'm gonna do a different look today, but that's just what I end up going back into. The Mario palette, I do like this. However, I do want to say that I do often find it hard to come up with looks with this, only because there's only there's only 3 matte shades in this whole thing, and that's these 3 here. I mean, I'm always going to come up with like an orangey or a brownie look with like a pretty shimmer, and I find it hard to work with Claudia and Bronx, the green and the blue, because they're shimmer shades. If they were matte shades, if these 2 were matte shades and then the rest were shimmer shades, that would be amazing. What I was saying is, if Claudia and Bronx were matte shades, I'd find this a way more versatile palette, because I'd be able to create a base to a look using these shades, and I'd be a little bit more inspired, I think. Right now, sometimes I don't feel very inspired by this, because I feel like it kind of is all, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? They're all beautiful shadows. They all have beautiful colours in them, and I highly recommend you getting them all. Honestly, I think they are must-haves for anyone's kit. And so we'll say Modern Renaissance is 1. I'm going to say Subculture is 2. And Mario is 3. But this is not to say that I don't like Mario, I don't like Subculture. I love them all, and I'm so happy that I invested in them all, and I strongly suggest you do too. So if you like this video and you want to see me do more comparison videos with cult products, please let me know below so I can do those. Or if you want to see more tutorials, let me know below. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.